Hello guys, welcome to Autolatest Cars. Today we are driving statically we are driving the new MG S9. This is the biggest MG car on European market. Of course, it's parked near the new Urban, which is the development for the MG4. But actually the star of the park of this parking is this MG S9. First of all, it's a very big car. It has only a two-wheel drive version. It's a car that it's actually bigger than Chery Tiggo 9 or something like Chery Tiggo 9, but it's bigger than Chery Tiggo 8. So it has actually a dimension around a Moda 9 or something like that. Comparing, first of all, this new car also is made by MG, by SAIC in China. It's called MG S9 and it's a plug-in hybrid version. But the most important thing of this new big SUV car from China is the fact that it's a 7-seater. So you have a normal layout plus 2, and the leg room for the back seats is quite decent. The build quality is also decent. The guys in the back, they have a power outlet, but of course they have an USB and cup holder, and of course an air conditioning for the rear seats, and of course a very big moonroof. Underneath this it is the 12 volt battery, but the build quality of the car, it's very nice. Okay, let's close this hatch. The car is decent. So the car is decent. The design of the new MG S9, it's also very nice. Now they ditch the Bristol tires. They come now with Michelin. I think it's E Primacy 245/50 by R20, and they have this strange handling, but that's it. Okay, the door, the back door actually opens quite large. The opening is quite big, and inside you will have a car that actually it's very big. First of all, as you probably know, you don't have the drive shaft beneath in the middle of the car, because this car has a 24 kilowatt-hour battery, and as you probably know, you could put and recline this back seat very easily. Of course, you'll have some cup holders. Being this top of the line MG car on European market, the build quality, it's quite good. The seats are very firm, and the build quality is top of the line. This is soft materials. It has Bose system, and this is some very soft materials. A lot of stitching, and very nice. Okay, let's go inside. This car is called Ultimate, so I think it's top of the line version. Under the hood, it's a 1.5 liter turbo engine with 150 horsepower and a DHT gearbox with 3 gears, and 200 horsepower electric engine, and of course an around 88 or 90 horsepower generator. Of course, when you open the front door, you will have the electric power seats. And let's go inside. Okay, the doors close quite nice. Very big mirrors, and let's start the car. You have a button which is normal for an MG car, but not normal for other competitors like Chery or BYD. This car has a fuel tank around 55 liters, but you'll still have 631 kilometers of range, and the battery, it's an LFP 24 kilowatt-hour, and you'll have 74 kilometers of energy. The fuel consumption in the last 508 kilometers, the average fuel consumption is 4.7. Okay, let's see if I can change it. Come on. It went to berserk. So you have the navigation system. You'll have a normal and EV. When you start the car, it's going to be of course in EV. The layout, it's actually like the MG HS, so it's decent. It has two LCDs displays which are normal. They are different compared with the big LCDs from Chery or BYD. and it's quite Orgeco, because it's quite nice, because this interior and this layout is more classical. First of all, you have the gearbox here, and you'll have the let's see the cameras. The cameras are quite nice. So you'll have a normal lever. You'll have another the normal. You'll have normal, eco, custom, and the sport. So you'll definitely will go 98% of the time in normal. Electric power brake, auto hold, and a very nice space to deposit some things. So it has also the classical buttons from the MG. This is the fan speed, which is quite nice. You have on home, you know, let's say if it goes, you swipe from up and down. You'll have the brightness level. It's decent, everything is decent. Wi-Fi, data traffic, of course data traffic normally. Tailgate ESC, you go swipe up, and if you try to swipe on the left, you have the whole menu with navigation, climate, and of course the battery. So if you push this one, I think it is going to show you the battery, the real range of the battery. As you probably see in this image, this is one of the biggest battery on European market, because it's a 24.3 kilowatt hour battery. It's an LFP. Officially, you could drive it over 100. I think it would. This is the same battery of the MG HS, but that MG HS, when city driving, VLTP city driving, has 127 kilometers of range on EV mode. I think this one being EV9, MG S9 being a very, it's a bigger car, wider, bigger, heavier. I think it will still go over 100 km VLTP city in city driving mode. So MG, that car manufacturer that actually gives you a lot of battery for the same money. Vehicle to load, please plug in this charge connector. Parking energy management, generation. You'll have this button. I think it will work. You'll have a lot of system. The multimedia system is the same like MG4 and the actual MG car. It's a system that actually can work, and this is the AI integrated, but of course we don't want that. You have also Apple CarPlay. The navigation of the MG cars, it's quite crazy. The graphic, it's old school. This is, from my point of view, this is somehow a problem compared with the other Chinese brands. But of course you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. If you push this plus minus, let me see. Oh, so this is the system of if you want to enter in the menu of the air conditioning, you'll see here cooling seats, but actually heated and cooling seats in the same phrase, in the same time. This is a Mercedes S-Class feature from 20 years ago, which is wow. You have sync, of course, and you have also ventilated seats and heated seats in the same time on the right. And if you push this air purifying, let me see. The speed of the multimedia system is not the fastest, but it's decent. Actually, if you'll get used to it very easily. For another thing, the driving position in the MG S9 is very conventional. I think it's a car that it's more important and more conventional and more traditionally even driving than the competition. The competition has a very big problems with that giant tablet display in the center and the tiny little one behind the steering wheel. MG is more conservators, more traditionally, and they have this system. This is better from my point of view. This is better because when you're amazed first time when you get in a car with a very big screen, 15-inch tablet. Everything is on that tablet, and after I don't know 1 week, you'll definitely want or horizontal display with the Apple CarPlay, with the Google Maps or Waze integrated, and that's it. Because the most important display is this one. So you'll definitely go 90% of the time watching this display being bigger compared with the competition. The build quality, soft materials everywhere, both system, the this system that actually reads the face of the driver, it's mounted here behind the steering wheel. It's not also mounted on the A pillar. The center console is quite high, but there are also some stitches here, some soft materials, and definitely you could stay very comfortable inside of this car. Actually, I drove this car for 10 kilometers here in Frankfurt, near Frankfurt, Germany, and the car actually behaves quite decent. It's like a Mercedes GLC from previous generation. It has a soft touch on on the road, on bumpy roads, so it's very well behaved car. Also, you don't forget it's a 7-seater, so it's actually a very good bargain price, around 40,000 euros, even compared with the bigger MPVs. I think this type of cars is going to be this type of car of big SUVs, plug-in hybrid cars with around 300 horsepower. It will be a standard car in the next 5 years on European market, because a normal family wants more space. And believe me, this car it's almost as big as the Mercedes GLS. So GLS 150,000, 200,000, Maybach GLS, of course, top of the line, the biggest, or BMW X7 SUV cars from Germany. Actually, this MG S9 is almost close to them as a dimension, the length, width, and height, and of course the inside space. So this car, if it costs 40,000 euros, believe me, it's 100,000 euro cheaper than a premium big SUV, 7-seat SUV from Germany. And that's a very big problem for the European, because this car actually behaves quite well. It has still 300 horsepower, so it's not a 100 horsepower 3-cylinder 1.2 petrol engine, or a 1.5 plug-in hybrid European style, and 204 horsepower like a Skoda Kodiaq. This is bigger than a Skoda Kodiaq. And this, I think, this car, it's like the KGM Sangyong Rexton. That it's a very big and spacious cabin. The right handling, even with this 20-inch alloy wheels with 45, the height of the tire 45, is still decent on bumpy roads. Pros, build quality, pros, price 7 seats, build quality is 300 horsepower, 24 kilowatt hour LFP battery. Pros 7 seats, pros 7 years or 150,000 kilometers warranty. Cons, I think the everything inside is black. So MG said that it's going to be delivered in Europe another version with woods here and some other materials, lighter materials, which are going to make this car look and feel more premium compared with this black. This is a German edition, and actually it's quite crazy, because this car in China has a lot of white materials, very it looks more luxurious than this black with aluminium style trim. So cons, I think, not the price. I think the resale value, because it's an MG, is not a Mercedes, is not a BMW, is not a VW or a Skoda. But that's the problem for the driver after 7 years or after 150,000 kilometers. Cons, I think the road behaving of this car, it's massive. It's composed, but it's not a dynamic car, which is no problem, because the guy that actually buys this type of car, he wants a car that actually it's composed, it's easy to drive, and fuel efficient. So with 4.7 liter per 100 kilometers an hour in the last 508 kilometers, 31 hours, and the average speed is 16 kilometers an hour. Believe me, this is top of the line. And don't forget, 630 kilometers plus 70. So even with the city driving mode, 60 kilometers an hour average is city driving mode, the real fuel consumption it's 4.7. So it's much more fuel efficient, even compared with the MG ZS, which is a full hybrid system, integrated full hybrid system, which is around 25,000 euros. But that's an entry-level system from SAIC, from MG. this is top of the line system. So if you are richer, your car is going to consume less fuel. So I'm joking, because this car actually it's wow, and you could drive it 150, 180 kilometers an hour with no problem on the highway, because this system and this engine and this gearbox it's actually the same as the MG HS, so you could definitely go 200 kilometers an hour with no problem, compared with the Chery or BYD that are blocked around 160, 170 kilometers an hour on very fast roads like here in Germany. So MG, it's a European brand, so it still has European values compared with other Chinese brands. And the new MG S9 it's one of the best SUV cars on this market, even in East Europe, and the price tag starts around 39,500. It will go around 42,000 euros in top of the line version, but you will get a lot of car, a lot of power, 300 horsepower, a lot of space, and a lot of very comfortable big SUV 2026 vehicle on European market. And I think that's about all. Thank you.